Hello, this is Billy Core from the Carolina Circle Mall Wiki. Today is Wednesday, May the 6th of 2015, and what you're looking at is a recent acquisition of mine. This is a Sony Trinitron KV-S2742 television set that we bought new in the early part of 2001, although this was manufactured in October of 2000. And what's interesting about this television is that it was purchased at Montgomery Ward at Carolina Circle Mall in 2001, making this one of the last things we ever bought at Carolina Circle Mall. So that's why I'm really happy to have this in my possession now. This was originally my mother's TV, and she used it for 14 years up until the other day when, for her birthday, she upgraded to a nice little 32-inch high-definition Insignia television set, 720p, built-in DVD player, really nice little TV. So she didn't need this TV anymore, and instead of sending it off to the electronics recycler, I decided to recycle it myself for my own use. And thankfully, despite the size of it, I was able to fit it over here on my dresser. Now, the reason I have this TV now is because I have plans for it. Plans that I've already put into effect. This is going to be the TV I'm going to use to play all my old video game consoles on. And to play back my VHS tapes on the Sony SLB N50, which we also got at Montgomery Ward at Carolina Circle Mall in 2001. Pretty much the same time we got this TV. In fact, we bought this VCR for this TV. So they've been reunited as of today. But I digress. Because the reason I'm doing this is because I think older video game consoles just look better on an old-style CRT than they do on something more modern like that TV up there. And I know what you're thinking. You're wondering why I've given up playing console games on the TV tuner card on the Packard Bell Legend 1510 Supreme. Well, that's simply because as cool as it was, it got a little too cumbersome, especially because whenever I wanted to play a game, I would have to wait for the computer to turn on, configure the software, get the screen just right, and even then the video quality really wasn't all that it could be because we're talking about a TV tuner card from 1995. So I went back to using this 12-inch Sylvania, which was a nice little TV, but the problem with it was just a tad bit too small, and it lacked stereo sound. It was mono only. And a lot of the stuff I'm doing just works better with stereo sound, which this TV right here does very, very well. In fact, the speakers in it sound absolutely amazing. Let's take a closer look at the TV. Let's see, on the front here you get a standby timer light, power, channel up and down, volume up and down, a button to switch between TV and video, and a setup button, as well as 2 stereo speakers. And on the back of it, I have a feeling this isn't going to show up. You get some inputs and outputs. Right here you have coax in, which is coming from the VCR. Over here you have composite in, which is coming from my DVD recorder, which has my Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis hooked up to it. I would like to have my N64 and PlayStation 1 hooked up to this TV, but I need to get a new composite video selector because the one I've been using for 15 years, probably even longer, died on me the other week. So I'm only able to use the Super Nintendo and the Genesis right now, but oh well. And surprisingly, I don't have anything plugged into it right now, but you also have S-Video in. And on the far right end, you have composite audio out if you want to hook it up to some type of external speaker setup. which probably does really well. Although I have to say the speakers on this that are built into this TV actually sound amazing. So let's take a look at the remote that comes with the TV. Yeah, pretty much your standard kind of television remote from the time. Even have controls for using a VCR, which actually control this VCR right here, because they're both Sony. Now, what I find absolutely incredible is that this is a TV that has a remote that supports controls for a DVD player, and yet this was purchased at Carolina Circle Mall. Isn't it amazing that something in the era of DVD players came from Carolina Circle Mall? It's hard. Yes, I'm weird. Well, I guess there's nothing else to do right now except turn Skype off, because I'm not ready to do a call with those guys yet. I'm filming. But now we will turn the TV on. So I gotta warn you, this has a very powerful D-gauze on it when you turn the TV on. So watch out, folks. Even dim the lights. Of course, when my mom had it, it did the same thing, so it's nothing unusual. Okay, it's on video right now because last thing I was doing was playing my Super Nintendo, so I guess we might as well fire it up with one of my all-time favorite Super Nintendo games, Super Pinball, Behind the Mask. Grab my controller. Probably really can't tell from watching it on video, but the speakers on this sound absolutely amazing. Alright. The music in this game is amazing. Especially this song here.
Get ready.
By the way, if I haven't mentioned yet, this TV is 27 inches. Oh, this is going to go so well. Kind of really shows off how horrible speakers in modern day TVs sound, because this is a TV from 2000 and the speakers in it sound way better than my 32-inch Samsung from 2009 up on the other side of the room. Yeah, this is a very good TV, especially for its time. Okay, enough of that. Next thing I want to show off is how the VCR works with this. Now, I need to queue up the videotape. Actually, first we need to tune to channel 3. Not channel 63. What am I doing? Okay. There we go. There's a lot of static there that wasn't there before. Last time I was using this, which was only a few minutes ago, must have maybe knocked a cable loose down here. That's better. Yeah, the coax on the back of the TV was, I guess, wasn't in all the way. And of course the videotape I have in here is my favorite videotape in the whole wide world, the 8-hour Rugrats marathon recorded on November 27th, 1994. You know, it was 10 years ago last month in April when I first rediscovered this tape and sent me on one of the biggest nostalgia trips of my life. And even to this day, when I'm feeling sad or depressed, I can always count on this videotape to kind of soothe me and kind of relax me with the nostalgia it has. So, yeah. Okay. Hopefully, I want to show the commercials on here, so hopefully it's on the commercials, or else Viacom will be knocking on my door and beating me up with the hardest brass knuckles you can imagine. So, let's hold our breath, folks. Actually, just to be sure, let's rewind just a tad. Okay, that'll do it. Whoa, okay, yeah. Too far. Don't want to show anything Nickelodeon related, or else, like I said, I will be murdered.
You're bright.
Oh, yeah. Looks amazing on an old style TV.
Not anymore.
Old videotape meets old TV. Although this TV is about six years newer than this tape. The tape was recorded in 1994. This TV was built in 2000. I don't want a puppy in my pocket, it'll stink. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit to something I want to show. Just something kind of funny I've always laughed about.
By rollerblade.
This. The silliest commercial in the world.
Excellent chance.
You put the problem with a geek? Okay, my turn. Do I have a secret admirer?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
He knows everything.
Ask Xandar. Wave your hand and he speaks. Guess what he predicts, and the winner gets the special fortune read.
You will get a phone call about this.
Ask Xandar, the talking wizard game.
Definitely.
Yeah. That has to be one of the silliest board games ever made. Well, maybe not quite as insane as CNN the game, because that's what all kids love playing, the news. But I digress. I guess there's not much more to say about this TV except it's a very, very nice television set. Especially for its time. You really can't go wrong with a Sony Trinitron, an old style one like this, because Sony really knew how to build a television set back in the day. And this is no exception. So with that said, this is Billy Core signing off.